Hi wonderful people, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be learning how to pad a bustier, how to properly sew it and how to properly iron it. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much, and if you are a new subscriber, you are welcome. Without further ado, let's get started. So here is my bustier, and I'm going to be making use of a wadding. Some people also call it padded, and I'll be folding it into two because I'll be cutting the padding for the side bustier. Also, I made use of a medium soft wadding. We have the thicker ones, so you can make use of different size. I also make use of different thickness, texture anytime. The first place we are going to be working on is the side where the shape is. And to place your bustier, it has to stop at where your under bust is. And from that point, I'll come down by 1 inch. Then I'll trim it into my under bust using the cup shape as a guide. Then I'll flip it to the second side and I will measure 4.5 inches in. If you are working with a busty person, you can measure 5 inch, but 5 inch highest is okay. Then I'll make a curve like so into the under bust. Then on the upper part of the bustier, I'll come in by 1.5 inch and I'll blend my curve into it. Now I'll cut the wadding following the chalk lines. Remember, we are working like we are trying to cut out a perfect padding for the bustier. So I'll follow the chalk lines like the way I'm doing in the video and I'll cut it. So here I'm just trying to trim off any excess that was trying to exceed the under bust line because it has to stop on the under bust. Now I'll flip it back again and I'm just trying to trim off the up. If you remember at the beginning, I came down by 1 inch. That 1 inch is for the padding not to go into the seam allowance. So this is how it looks like. If it goes on into the seam allowance on the upper part, it will affect the bustier. Now I'll also cut the center bustier and I'll be trying to use my side bustier to know where the under bust stops at the center because I didn't remember to notch it when I was drafting. So when you are after you are cutting your bustier, like during drafting method, just try to make a notch on that point. So this is me trying to cut out the shape, like using the center bustier to cut out the wadding after I have gotten the under bust point. Now I'll flip it after I've cut it, and we are also going to be cutting off some excesses so that it won't go straight into the allowance on the neckline and on the side. When your bustier is on its own and doesn't go into allowance, it helps it relax well. But if it's going into the allowance, it makes the seam to be too thick. So as you can see, I came down by 1 inch around the neckline area. So this way, the way I cut it off, it will make the neckline to relax and the seams will not be too thick. So also on the side, I will be trimming 0.5 inch away, just half inch. Half inch, half inch is our sewing allowance. So just that half inch is what you need to trim off. Please do not do more than that. You just need half inch because if you over trim again, it will affect the wadding. So here is the result and this is everything. This is me trying to align and arrange them. Now for the side bustier, you also have to move the wadding in with 0.5 inch. That 0.5 inch will stand for the allowance that we are using to join the side bustier with the center bustier. So I always use my pin to secure it while I am ironing so I won't forget, because it can skip your mind, but once you've pinned it down, you won't forget to align it. Also, another tip is that when you are trying to iron from the right side, like on your fabric. It's easily allow the heat to sink into the bustier because at times wadding can be hard to iron. The gum will easily remove. Now this is how to sew a bustier. You pick it from the down part and you sew to the top. So here is what it looks like, and you can see that the seam is not even disturbing the wadding. As you can see, the seam is not like, just very few wadding will go into the seam, but there won't be too much noise around the seam area. So I will notch it round the necessary pointy part. I'll notch it. Here is my bust arm. If you want to know how to make one, I have a video tutorial on it on my channel. And also the wrist pin cushion, I have a video on how to make it. So you sprinkle your water and you use your dry iron to iron it. If you have a steam press iron also, it is very fine. So you iron it, but you need steam. That's the reason why I'm making use of water, because I don't have a steam press iron. And I'll also try to make sure that the heat sits well into the seam. Do not look at the way it is looking fast in the video. In reality, I took my time to let the heat to sit well in it. When the heat sits well in the seam, forever it will be fine and perfect. So that's the trick. I hope you understand my explanation. So I'll take my time to iron it, and after that I'll flip it to the right side, and I'll also try to iron it from the right side also. The flat part of the bustier doesn't really need a bust arm, it's just the copy area. Then I also sprinkle water and steam press it well. So I'm going to be doing the second part off camera, but you can see that there is a change on the that part of the bustier that has been ironed. So here is how it looks like. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial video. Thanks for your support. Thank you for always. See you in my next video. Until then, keep winning. See you at the top.